Human history is a journey of constant ascent to conquer nature. Instead of yielding to treacherous mountains or deep rivers, humans have reshaped their flows. They drilled through eternal mountains and erected mega structures reaching the clouds. Now, the boundary of the word impossible seems to be gradually disappearing. On the modern world map, few places display the ambition to master nature. Few places do so as grandly and intensely as China. What you are about to witness is not merely cold concrete or steel. These are architectural masterpieces representing absolute power, wisdom, and discipline. They were built with hundreds of billions of dollars and countless extraordinary efforts. Behind the 8 most expensive mega projects of this billion-person nation, what groundbreaking technological secrets are hidden? How have the scale and depth of knowledge of engineers challenged space and time? Stay until the end of the video to find the answers. And don't forget to subscribe to Diakao TV to continue this journey with us. In our next exciting adventures, where new limits of the world will be continuously explored. The Great Wall of China, Ancient Technology's Mystery. History often praises the Great Wall as an indestructible symbol of defense. But through an engineering lens, the stability of this 21,000-kilometer stone dragon was determined by a type of food. Over 2,000 years ago, Chinese engineers secretly applied a chemical invention ahead of its time. By extracting amylopectin from sticky rice and mixing it with lime, they created a type of superconcrete. This resilient structure filled every gap, forming a fossilized anchor that helped the fortress withstand hundreds of fierce earthquakes. Initiated by Qin Shi Huang's ambition in 221 BC to establish a rapid defense network, this mega project consumed the resources of over 20 dynasties. A colossal budget, estimated at 1,000 billion US dollars in today's value, was poured into the most treacherous mountains and harshest deserts on the planet. However, the grandeur of architectural thought completely contrasts with the cruelty of construction reality. Without machinery, heavy-fired bricks were carried to the misty mountain peaks. This was done by the sheer strength and sweat of millions of laborers. A structure built to protect the nation, ironically, buried countless lives. Facing the splendor of this heritage, we can't help to wonder. Between engineering prowess and human lives, what is the true cost to create permanence in a civilization? The Forbidden City. Absolute power beneath a vermilion shell. Right in the heart of the continent, the Forbidden City stands not just as a palace complex, but actually as the greatest resource-consuming machine in Eastern history. If this complex of 9,999 rooms, spanning 700 to be 2020 years, experts estimate the budget could reach hundreds of billions of US dollars.
Construction began in 1406 under Emperor Yongle of the Ming Dynasty.
The project was a powerful declaration of absolute control and power of an empire. The extravagance of the emperors was pushed to the extreme through their manipulation of natural resources. Extremely rare Nanmu wood logs took 4 long years to transport from southern deep forests to the capital. In the Hall of Supreme Harmony, where the Son of Heaven held court, the floor was paved with bricks. These bricks were continuously fired for 720 days. Each finished brick was worth an ounce of pure gold, turning the ground where the imperial family walked into a colossal treasure trove. The project was a powerful declaration of absolute control and power of an empire. They had to sacrifice their sweat and a lifetime of dedication over 14 long years. This silent architectural marvel carries a profound paradox. It is the pinnacle of power, witnessing the rise and fall of 24 emperors from 2 dynasties. Yet, it is also an eternal vermilion cage, sealing countless palace secrets. Facing the rich experience and historical depth of this masterpiece, a question always lingers. How absolute can power be? Can it eternally overcome the judgment of time? Or ultimately, are all just transient guests of creation?
South to north water diversion, hydrological surgery, and the weight of a river. How to force a colossal stream of water to flow uphill. Or even cross over another river? That seemingly impossible problem was realized through the south to north water diversion. A mega project dubbed the Great Wall of Water. Stretching 4,350 kilometers across the continent, this is not just a hydraulic network. It is a grand surgical operation to reshape the entire national resource map. With a record budget exceeding 80 billion USD, this lifeline system circulates 44 from the Yangtze River basin, rescuing the North from its age-old thirst.
Commenced in 2002, the project transformed the eastern and central regions into a massive, sleepless construction site for 2 decades.
All engineering limits were completely shattered. From pump stations pushing water uphill, to aqueducts suspended in the air, to tunnels drilled 40 meters deep through the mighty Yellow River bed.
By 2014, when the southern water reached Beijing, humanity was astonished by the power to reshape nature. However, behind the declaration forcing nature to bow to a predetermined path is a price not found in financial reports. Over 345,000 residents had to permanently leave their homes to make way for the flow. Now, as the distant drops of water silently nourish megacities, a big question remains. Is the true weight of an artificial river measured by the volume of concrete? Or by the silent sacrifice of hundreds of thousands of fates? Three Gorges Dam, the concrete mass that slows the planet's rotation. It is a grand surgical operation to reshape the entire national resource map. The Three Gorges Dam is not merely an effort to subdue nature. it has actually slowed the Earth's rotation by 0.06 microseconds. This astonishing physical transformation stems from humans coercing and accumulating a colossal volume of liquid, up to 39 billion cubic meters of water at a single coordinate. To realize the ambition of binding the mighty Yangtze River, $37 billion were poured into this grand project.
Over 28 million cubic meters of concrete were poured into the riverbed. A volume sufficient to pave a road around the entire equator. The complex of 32 colossal turbines operates like a mighty energy heart, pumping a rhythm that lights up tens of millions of homes and drives the entire macroeconomy forward. However, for this colossal machine to be started, a historic relocation took place. Over 1.3 million people were forced to abandon their memories, accepting to see 13 cities and hundreds of villages permanently submerged in the deep waters below. The Three Gorges Dam is truly a concrete and steel testament to the extraordinary limits of construction discipline. The presence of this mega project has left a historical mark, intertwined with ferocity, where humans officially extended their power to the very rotation of the blue planet. The Three Gorges Dam is not merely an effort to subdue nature. Right at the deepest point of the planet, a magnificent concrete structure is being endowed with the ability to self-think. To survive amidst fierce geological faults. The Yarlung Sangpo Super Hydropower Dam is not merely a power station. It is, in fact, an intelligent entity. The application of a real-time AI monitoring system, combined with new generation self-healing concrete technology, has allowed the structure to automatically adapt to geological tremors right in the harsh Tibetan plateau. This unprecedented technological intervention aims to tame the flow from an altitude difference of over 2,000 meters. At the Great Bend of the Yarlung Sangpo, the superdam aims for an installed capacity of up to 60 gigawatts, generating a colossal amount of electricity, 3 times that of the Three Gorges Dam. To control and transport this energy source thousands of kilometers eastward, engineers had to establish an ultra-high voltage direct current transmission system ahead of its time. The Yarlung Sangpo Super Hydropower Dam is not merely a power station. Commenced in July 2025. After over 7 decades of extensive surveys, the integration of artificial intelligence into the core infrastructure demonstrates a new step forward. Humans no longer just use physical strength to confront nature. They are using peak intelligence to completely control the global energy order.